How to make an impression on a first date. Dating, de-stress before going on a date, and enjoy yourself. Let's face it, dating can be a stressful experience, and the pressure may be especially intense on the first date. You want to make a good impression on your date by acting and speaking appropriately, but you're feeling so anxious that it seems impossible to pull it off. The best way to ensure that you don't make any embarrassing gaffes on your date is to de-stress before you leave the house. If you follow these 8 straightforward strategies to alleviate nervousness before your next date, you could even find that you enjoy yourself. How to prepare for a date, how to make the most of your time. You haven't gone on a date in a while, and now you're worried that you'll embarrass yourself by saying or doing the wrong thing. Or, maybe your most recent date was such a fiasco that the Weather Channel would have given it a rating of 5 if it had been available. It's natural to feel a little uneasy before going out on a date. Will they find themselves drawn to you? Are you two communicating on the same frequency? Will you be able to keep your lips shut when your brain tells you to say something that you know in your heart of hearts is a complete idiot? How to relax before a date, the key to having a wonderful time. When levels of stress are high, people are more likely to make mistakes. And let's be honest, going on dates is a really stressful activity. Relaxing is the finest thing you can do in the moments leading up to a date. I am well aware that this is a lot simpler to say than it is to put into practice, but if you want to have a wonderful time on your date without making any nervous mistakes, here are 8 easy methods to relax before your date comes. Please continue reading. How breathing deeply can help you relieve stress and anxiety naturally. Meditate, or if the idea of meditating is too esoteric for you, just shut your eyes and concentrate on your breathing. Try to feel it as it comes in and as it leaves your body. Do you get the sensation of it traveling through your nose and into your lungs? Your stomach does enlarge, doesn't it? If it does, you can be sure that you were breathing deeply during the exercise, which will allow you to get the maximum rewards from it. Try to bring your attention to the space that exists between breaths as well as the time between inhaling and exhaling. You may choose to do it for 5 minutes or 20, the duration is not as crucial as your level of concentration when you are doing it. Sing while driving, a good way to keep your tunes loud. Sing loudly. This is not going to work in an office setting, but it is going to work well in the automobile, particularly at night if you are concerned about other people staring at you in a strange way. Easy stretches, for a better back. Stretch. You may start by standing with your feet about hip-width apart, then taking a deep breath, rising up onto your toes, and reaching your fingers all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your grip for as long as you possibly can. The next step is to gradually let your air out, lower your arms, and then place your heels back on the ground. How to exercise when you are depressed, a brief guide. Get some fresh air and exercise, even if all you have to do is stroll around your workplace or your living room. You could also perform some dance music, stroll to the mailbox, or execute 6-star leaps. Other options include these. Anything that will get your body moving and your endorphins flowing will be beneficial. How to treat yourself in the morning, for maximum self-care. Give yourself a brief massage. Your hands or feet are wonderful places to start for a fast treat. Give yourself a quick massage. You'll always be prepared to give yourself a little treat if you keep some hand cream or body lotion on the bedside table or desk where you work. And take your time, after all, you are the only one who knows which parts you like the most. Play date ideas for parents, fun date ideas you can do without your kids. Reconnect with the kid inside you by doing a handstand or a cartwheel. This won't work if you're indoors, but if you're wearing pants, there's no reason you can't do it in the park on your way to meet your date. And while you're there, don't forget to give the slide a go, although if you're wearing white, this may not be the best idea, and it's definitely a good idea to make sure the ramp is clean before you go down it. How to deal with anger, 7 simple steps. Discover a place where you can be alone. Become as furious as you possibly can, and then attempt to maintain that fury for as long as you can. You'll find that 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to do it. The point is not to whip yourself up into a frenzy and then let loose on your date with all of your pent-up rage. The important thing is to get everything off your chest, and then deal with whatever issue has to be resolved. In order to do this, you must make it a point not to emerge from your private place until you have the distinct impression that all of your rage has dissipated. When it comes to dealing with anger, what's more important is not learning how to control it but rather learning how to let it out. Just keep in mind the golden rule, which states that it is okay to feel anger, but it is not acceptable to take it out on other people or things. Espresso fiction, a way to escape into a wonderful world of fiction. Read fiction. Practically everyone would agree that reading fiction is a wonderful way to get away from the mundane aspects of everyday life. There is nothing that compares to the feeling of leaving your own life behind and entering the world of the characters in a wonderful book. Read fiction. Practically everyone would agree that reading fiction is a wonderful way to get away from the mundane aspects of everyday life. You have no idea where to begin, do you? Visit the website www.espressofiction.com in order to get a new piece of high-quality fiction in your inbox on a weekly basis. You may sign up for this service by clicking on the following link. I really hope that you are successful in using these strategies on your next date. You might even discover that you love doing so.